Hi everyone. Today I'm also recording for a video for the recent week's market analysis, and because that I think for my last time it was maybe 4 or 5 months ago. So the reason why I didn't continue to do the video is because uh, a lot of things happened. Also, like not much people watch videos, so that's why I stopped for a while. But for now, like I heard a lot of people feel very panic for these days market. Like we get a bounce, but get really quick and then go down again. So today I make a video, so hopefully it will be help you a little bit. And another thing is it doesn't for the formal official investment advice, so only for my advice and no legal issues, please. So here we just working on for the future. So you can see here is the NQ, and another thing is ES. NQ is a little bit worse than the ES, but today now is the evening of the uh, Sunday, so you can see that here is a gap down for the Monday futures. The reason I do this video, I already say that is like when we get a bounce here and then we get a quickly downward trend last 3 days, and so many people feel that maybe that's the end of the market, or maybe like we shouldn't do the investment for now, and a lot of other things like I'm quite not sure. So I think we cannot only expect that market happens in our imagine, like we have a imagined part, like for example, like we think the market will be bounce at maybe at here, right? Here is the lower point, and it doesn't happen, then we just stop trading and do nothing, right? So here we can do a quick analysis is based on the market here is you can see here can you see that, so you can see here it's market brace, so you can see uh, it's not very bad, so it's still a rotation for the entire market. But for the some special stock, especially for the Mac 7 like Microsoft, Nvidia, like those stocks has a like Google, like you can see Google um, get a very like I think it's the most bearish stocks during the last maybe 3 weeks, right? Especially for last Friday, like so especially for those big value stocks has a very worse expectations. But for other small stocks, for example, like you can see for the energy one like XLE or XOP, even like SLU, like for utility, also for SLP, like for the consumer sectors. So those sectors are not worse at like that. So we cannot expect like this market is a big downward trend. So even if so here we only have two sections. So the first is like the downward trend is not start, and then we have a bigger downward trend at maybe next 2 weeks or even next 3 months, because those sectors doesn't go the lower point, right? But another the another section is like sector is like you can expect like just a rotation for the funds, and it's not a big bearish market like since maybe 2022. So here we don't know like which part should we do, but we need to look at the market to see that which choice is the correct one. So here is our trends. The most things is like we cannot buy it here, right? It's red, it's downward. So here is absolutely not a buying point. But we can see is it's near the buying point. The reason why I say that is you can see every time you can only use like you can just use like RSI, like when RSI go to the very low, like 30, I think, not 30, yeah, it's 30, and it will be have a really quick bounce, and then if it touches again, it will be have a divergence, and then maybe a good point for buying it. Another thing is I want to show you is the rotation. So you also can see here is that during the last few days, like the SMA, so for the semiconductor sectors, is strong for a while, but go really quick from the improving part to the lagging part during the last 3 days. So those signals showing to us that here is not a very good point, because those risky sectors is not very continuing from improving to leading, right? You can see from other like maybe bull trend, you can see is from the blue to green, right? So it's a full cycle, but for now it's not a full cycle. It's even not touched the green, like so to go to the red parts. So we just waiting for it. Here sometimes will be better than the index and lead to the market to another trend. But for now, it's not a lead for another trend. So here it's absolutely not a buying point, right? And also you can see the wicks is also very strong, and it's also another evidence showing to us it's not a good buying point. And also here maybe you have a question that is here a good point for shorting? Maybe get short for here or even here or whatever. It's even not a short point. So because I also say that it's really close to a buying point. So we cannot buy it here, even like we cannot short at here. So here I think the best strategy is patient and looking for the market, waiting for a good point to buy some positions. And so that's the entire insight for me, and also for some also very professional traders. Also, I want to talk about a little bit about Nvidia and Tesla, because there are so many people ask me. Also, so many people want to buy those two stocks, like most of two popular stocks. The first one is the Nvidia. Like you can only just say that like those two range is the price range that we bounce up and down during the maybe last 1 year ago. Also, is a very fair EPS estimation for the stock price. It's just about like 130 to 115. So that's the fair price, and also so now it's go lower than those price. So maybe it's a good way or good price for buying it. But the question is that a good stocks for our investor to buy it? Maybe it can get lower for 90, and then it's bounce back for 130 using 1 year. So is that worth for our to doing that? And similar questions for Teslas is that it's got a really big rally and also a big downward trend during the last 5 months, and now a lot of people, you can see that the volumes got higher and higher until last week. That shows us that a lot of people change their stocks, change their shares. Like some people doesn't want to hold it, and some people want to buy it. So that's the funds or other maybe more smarter investors to start their positions. So Tesla here is more better than Nvidia, because like you can see that Nvidia is not have these signals, right? Only had here has a big signal, so but here doesn't have it. So maybe waiting for the similar signals, we can buy Nvidia. But yes, so Nvidia maybe not a good choice for our invest during the next 1 years. The reason is that you can see that maybe we can compare that for maybe, for example, for Intel. right? So from this year, like the Nvidia is it's not like last year like better than Intel. Like it's getting worse and worse. And also, for example, we can see maybe AMD is also had a similar trend, right? It's starting to get weaker, so not strong at last year. Also, we can like maybe look at another popular stocks, right? It's worse than the not better as before, right? So maybe you can choose other some stocks, so that will be better for the Nvidia in the semiconductors. Another reason is that you can see AWM compared to QQQ, so Nasdaq, it's getting better, right? Especially from this February, so this downward trend, right? This downward trend start is getting better and better. Also, compared to SPY, right? It's also like similar, but QQ is Nasdaq is not the best choice. So here my entire insight and point is waiting for the buying point. Maybe happens. I don't know when it happens, but just waiting it. And also the good choice for buying it maybe start from big index ETFs. IWM and the SPY may be the good choice. Also the stocks you want to do maybe hold for a long while. Um, Maybe start from Tesla, not Nvidia. So that's my entire point. Thank you so much.